Hello guys, so today we are going to discuss about a topic that will be based upon the nozzles here. To start with, what exactly is a the nozzle and where we use it here. So nozzle basically is equipment that is basically used to increase the velocity. Clear? So wherever we are going to use nozzle, clear, in any mechanical application, the main objective of using a nozzle is going to be to increase the velocity here, and this increase of velocity will be at the expense of drop in pressure energy, or drop in pressure we can say here. So whenever we are using a nozzle, pressure will decrease here, and because of that the kinetic energy or the velocity of the fluid that is flowing to the nozzle is going to increase. Okay, so the drop will be in terms of the drop in pressure, it can be in terms of enthalpy drop also. Clear? So the enthalpy of the fluid will drop, or we can say the pressure will drop, and because of that the kinetic energy or the velocity of the fluid is going to increase. So anywhere if I using a nozzle, the aim of using a nozzle is to what? To increase the velocity of the fluid that is flowing through the nozzle. Clear? Now after that there are different types of it. To start with, we have a convergent nozzle, convergent nozzle. Okay. Second one is called divergent nozzle, divergent nozzle. And third one is known as what? Third one is known as convergent divergent nozzle. Okay. So there are different types of it, and convergent divergent nozzle, that is the third one, is the mostly used nozzles here in all the industries that we have. So we're going to start with it. So before that we can have basically different kind of motions in the different type of nozzle that we are having. Clear? So before that you must be able to understand what is a Mach number. What is Mach number? Because we are going to classify the different types of nozzles depending upon the Mach number they are having. Clear? So the Mach number that we are going to use is what? Here it is basically defined as a ratio of inertia force upon viscous force. Here, so this topic you guys are going to cover in the fluid mechanics. Clear? Fluid machinery also. But before that, in simple language, if I could tell you guys what is Mach number, it is simply velocity of the fluid that is flowing through the nozzle. Velocity of the fluid that is flowing through the nozzle upon velocity of sound. Velocity of sound. Simple. This is what Mach number is. जो फ्लूइड फ्लो कर रहा है टू द नोजल उसकी वेलोसिटी and velocity of sound. All of you are aware of what is velocity of sound. So we can say m, that is the Mach number, is nothing but velocity of the sound upon velocity of the velocity of the fluid upon velocity of the sound. This is the value of Mach number. Clear? So now we are going to have different values of the Mach number, and we can have a value of Mach number. We can have Mach number less than 1. Clear? We can have Mach number is equals to 1, or we can have Mach number more than 1. And in different conditions, we're going to have different type of nozzle. Clear? So if a fluid is flowing, it is having Mach number less than 1, which kind of nozzle should be used? That is the question. If it is equals to 1, then which kind of nozzle should be used? And if it is greater than 1, which kind of nozzle should be used for the given fluid? To start with, before understanding this topic of Mach number and nozzles, there is a relation between the Mach number and change in area of the fluid through which it is flowing and the velocity of it. So it says that dA upon E is equals to dV upon V, that is a velocity, m square minus 1. This relation is really very important to understand the concept of Mach number, and it is not a part of your syllabus, but you must remember it to understand the concept of it. Clear? So let us suppose what we are trying to do in the nozzle, we are trying to increase velocity. So velocity is always equals to be going to be positive. So over here, our aim is to do what? Our aim is to that our change in velocity should always be a positive value. Clear? The change in area, it can be positive or negative depending upon the condition that is given to us. To start with, let us suppose in the first case, if I say m is less than 1. So if m is less than 1, this term over here is going to be what? If m is less than 1, this entire term will give us a negative value. It will be a negative value. And on in the velocity, whichever type of nozzle we are using, our aim is to what? Our aim is to increase velocity. तो वो हमेशा हम positive रखेंगे. So if this is positive and this is also positive, this is negative. So plus minus will be a negative quantity. It means from this equation for the first case, here the value of dA is going to be a negative value. It means for such nozzle जिसमें आपकी velocity Mach number जो है वो क्या है, 1 से कम है, आपका एरिया डिक्रीज करेगा. सो हम कौन सी नोजल यूज करने वाले हैं जिसका एरिया इनिशियली क्या हो, ज्यादा हो, बट विद द फ्लो वो क्या करे, डिक्रीज करे, लाइक दिस. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ नोजल विल बी यूज इन द केस when the value of Mach number is less than 1. Clear? Similarly, for the second case, if I say that m is equals to what? M is basically is equals to 1. Clear? So if m is equals to 1, what is happening in this case? If m is equals to 1, then m square minus 1 over here will be what? It will be 0. For the second case of it. If this entire term is 0, obviously the change in area for this case is going to be 0 because this entire term will be 0 in this case. It means there will be no change in area. So we are going to use what? We are going to use a pipe here or a nozzle in which the area remains constant. So it is going to be like this. So here we can say area remains constant. Okay. Then we have a third case of it which says that m is more than 1. If m is more than 1, obviously this thing is going to be what? This thing in this case will be a positive value. And this we already trying should be a positive value. In this case, the value of dA, change in area, is going to be a positive value. It means आपका area जो है वो क्या कर रहा है? Increase कर रहा है. तो अगर आपका एरिया इंक्रीज कर रहा है तो इनिशियली इट इज गोइंग टू बी ऑफ स्मॉलर एरिया एंड विद द पैसेज द एरिया ऑफ ट्रांसैक्शन will increase in this type of case. Clear? So if I just look at it, the first case, when area is initially less than decreasing, it is basically known as what? This is called my convergent nozzle. In the convergent nozzle, initially area is large, but with passage it will decrease. Second case basically represents what? It represents nothing. It represents basically when Mach number is 1. This is possible in the case of throat. Now what is throat, that I will tell you. And third one is called area initially is less, increasing. This is basically a case of divergent nozzle. Divergent nozzle. Okay. And the last one is called what? Convergent divergent nozzle. It basically looks like this. Initially it is convergent, so your area will be decreasing. Clear? Then it is a divergent. So over here we are going to have an area of throat, and after that the area will increase. So this type of nozzle is known as what? This type of nozzle is known as convergent divergent nozzle. This is called convergent divergent nozzle. So which type of flow will be there? In the first part, it is a convergent nozzle. Clear? So in the convergent nozzle, Mach will be less than 1. So for this, when the fluid enters in this place, it will be less than 1. In the throat, over here, this is called throat. This is called throat of the nozzle. The area remains constant. At this point, it will be 1 only. Clear? And the divergent portion where the area is increasing, in the third case, m will be more than 1. Okay, so whenever m is less than 1, here if m is less than 1, it is a case of what? It is a case of subsonic flow. It is a case of subsonic flow. Subsonic flow. If m is equals to 1, it is a case of sonic flow, simple sonic flow. And whenever m, the value of m is more than 1, it is a case of supersonic flow. Supersonic flow. Now you guys know that if the fluid that we are having is flowing with supersonic flow, then we have to use conversion nozzle. If it is flowing with sonic flow, then we are going to use a throat kind of thing in which the area will not change. It will remain, change in area will remain 0, area will remain constant. And if the flow is supersonic, then we are going to use divergent nozzle. And this type of nozzle that is called convergent divergent nozzle is mostly used where we can convert subsonic flow into sonic flow, and at the end we can convert the sonic flow into supersonic flow. This is basically one and all. Clear? So these are the different types of nozzles, and we can classify them depending upon the Mach number they are having. Clear? So Mach number must be clear to all of you. It is velocity of the sound upon velocity of the fluid upon velocity of the sound we are having. Clear? So Mach number initially I am saying is less than 1 is equals to 1. When Mach number is equals to 1, what I am saying? I am saying that when Mach number is equals to 1, here I am saying that the velocity of fluid is equals to the velocity of sound. तभी आपका जो Mach number है उसकी रेशियो क्या बनेगी? 1 बनेगी. When I say Mach number is more than 1, इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ कि जबकि फ्लूइड की वेलोसिटी है जो फ्लो कर रहा है नोजल से, वो क्या है? वो वेलोसिटी ऑफ साउंड से भी ज्यादा है. तभी आपका जो Mach number है वो क्या आएगा? ग्रेटर देन 1 आएगा. एंड व्हेन आई से कि आपका जो Mach number है वो क्या है? लेस देन 1 है. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि जो वेलोसिटी ऑफ फ्लूइड है वो क्या है? लेस देन है एज कंपेयर टू वेलोसिटी ऑफ साउंड. क्लियर? तो ये 3 केसेस हैं. इन 3 केसेस के लिए वेलोसिटी ऑफ फ्लूइड और वेलोसिटी ऑफ साउंड का जो रिलेशन है वो जिस तरह से बनेगा. क्लियर? दीज 3 केसेस. और लास्ट वन जो होता है वो क्या होता है? हाइपरसोनिक. क्लियर? अगर आपका जो Mach नंबर है, Mach नंबर की वैल्यू अगर 5 से ज्यादा हो, इज मोर देन 5, तो उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? हाइपरसोनिक फ्लो. वो हम कंसिडर नहीं करते हैं आपके चैप्टर में, बट this kind of flow is also a possibility. Okay, so this is all about the nozzles and the different types of nozzle that we are having. In the next lecture, I will discuss about the velocity of the fluid that comes out from the nozzle. Thank you very much.